Welcome everyone. Welcome to Love Your Life Yoga. We're going to do some lovely, stretchy, strength-building moves tonight. Side bends, twists. Get strong in the core, and we're going to link it all with our conscious breaths. So, welcome. Thank you so much for having your camera open. It's so great to see you practicing yoga. I really appreciate that. Certainly feel far more connected to you and able to cue you if I see a way that it could be easier. So we're going to begin now on the back. Please come onto your back. Hug the knees in. And just a little rocking motion to feel how the ground holds you, how we are entering the yoga time, which is the now moment, and how we link the breath and the moving. So with a hand on each knee now, press the knees away as you breathe in through your nose. And then as we pull the knees closer to the chest, blow the breath away through your pursed lips. Tucking your chin. Push the knees away, nose inhale. And exhaling, squeeze your legs closer as you squeeze the breath out. Let's do a few more of these. Knowing that the breath links the world of form with the invisible world. It links our body with the mind. And it really becomes this marvelous point of focus throughout the yoga practice. And I will be reminding you, but also remind yourself. Lovely. Now the next time you find yourself exhaling, see how it would be to exhale through your nose, if doable. Inhale your knees away. And now both hands around your right knee, letting your left foot land on the mat. Exhale your right knee close to your body. Feel how that is different in the low back. Inhaling, let the knee move away. This exhale, as we draw the right knee in, the left leg slides straight out on the mat and push through your left heel. So that leg is flexed now. Still, the right leg moves away on in and draws close on out breath. Let's do that one more time. We are squeezing that right thigh right into the ascending colon, pressing the low back into the mat. Lovely. Now on inhale, draw your left knee in and wrap both hands around it, letting your right foot land, and squeeze your left thigh in towards your torso. Move it away to breathe in. It's all through the nose now. This exhale, the right leg slides out straight on the mat. Put some vigor in it as the left thigh squeezes into the descending colon. Couple more. So let the breath begin and then move. It fine-tunes our attention. One to go. Lovely. Draw the knee away. Then bring your right knee in, so we've got a hand on each knee, and pull them both in close again. And now position your feet flat on the mat. walking your feet wider to the edges of the mat, and let your arms spread out and feel that lovely spacious upper body. Looking good, everyone. Thank you. And on the exhale, knees tip left and head towards the right. Inhale, face and knees to center. And just very easily, we let the hips roll rightwards, head leftwards. One more each way. Begin the breath and then the moving. Please bring your feet together, sliding your left leg straight, push for the heel, and then your right leg also straight, pushing through the right heel. And now begin to walk your long straight legs towards the left. So your heels are moving and you might come off your mat as you keep your legs long and straight. And now your upper back, try to move it towards the left and bring your right arm next to your ear. So now we are creating a side bend. Your left arm could also be next to your left ear. And we are creating length from your right foot to your right underarm and hand. Inhale deeply through the feeling of stretch to the right side of your body. Feel it all release, even as you keep the vigor through the foot and the arm on exhale. This is happening from the inside now with the breath. Inhale deeply into your right side. Exhale your breath. And once more, please. Nice. Walk your legs to center, your upper body as well. And we'll take it to the other side so your legs can continue to walk towards the right. Keep them long and straight. And now your upper body also maneuvers its way towards the right. We're forming that crescent moon the other way. Can you feel the spreading along your left flank? Try to keep your feet flexed. And now let's breathe into that left side. So what we've done is created the setup for a lovely physical stretch on the outer level, as it were. And the breath will do its work from the inside. One more, please. Nice. As you complete this exhale, walk your legs back to the midline and your upper body as well. Bring your arms alongside and walk your feet closer to your buttocks. Centralize your sacrum. And with your feet flat on the mat and your hands flat near your feet, long straight arms, raise your hips up, breathing in. Lowering down on breathing out. As we did, ground the feet to raise your hips. Remember, the breath precedes the moving. Begin the exhale, then lower down. And again. We have one more. Hands and feet ground to raise the hips. Begin the exhale and lower down. On releasing, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Squeeze it in and send the left leg straight up into the air. Exhale your left leg slowly down to the mat. Raising when you get there. Inhaling, raise the left leg. Exhaling, bend the left knee and hold it with both hands. The right leg now is next. Inhaling, stretch the right leg straight up, flexed foot. Lower the right leg down on exhale. And bring it up again as you breathe in. And bend the right knee all the way. Lovely. Good. And now let your feet come back to the mat. Position them again as we did for bridge pose. Parallel feet, tail is tucked. Good. And this time, as we raise the hips, both arms go overhead. Exhaling, come back. The arms and the hips come back. And so now it's about smoothing breath and movement, going at a pace that works for your breath, coming to the height that works for your body today. And so we should know that it's different every time. One of the joys of walking on the beach here is that it's different every day. The light, the sun, the tide. And also how I feel internally, it's also different. And so it's no wonder that when we show up on the yoga mat, it's going to feel different. And to not despair if your energy is a bit low today. Honor that as you keep coming with the breaths and the movements. Now the next time that you raise your hips and your arms and arrive at the full inhale, hold your breath a moment. And now leave your arms, tuck your tail, exhale your spine down, the arms stay, coming all the way down to release the buttocks. Soften the buttocks for the soft belly, inhale. And now press your feet down. Exhale your hips back up. Exhale, lift. Stay, inhale. Hold the breath. Arms stay. Tuck the tail and use the exhalation to lower your spine to the ground. To release the buttocks at the end of the breath. Press the feet down. And raise your hips when you're ready to breathe in. Same movement, different breath. We pause a moment when we're lifted and full of breath. This time, bring your arms down with your hips, syncing up the arrival of your hips, your arms, and the end of your breath. And when you get there, relax the muscles and stay on empty. Lovely. And a natural breath in. Blow the breath out through the pursed lips. Nice. Please place now your right ankle across your left thigh and shift your left foot a little to the midline. So we've got a one-legged bridge, palms flat, shoulders long and down. Inhaling, raise your hips, steadying that left foot and quad. Exhale down. Inhale again, raise your hips. Now maybe you don't get as high. We are still now really strengthening the left hip, quad, and glute. Let's do it one more time. Exhaling, come back down. Lovely. Take a natural relaxed breath here. We've released the muscles. Lovely. So we're going to stay this way. This time we're going to take the arms overhead. Now if that feels too much, keep your palms pressing down. So here we go. Inhaling, hips lift up, maybe arms overhead. Keep your arms, exhale, lower your hips back down. Still on that left foot only. Raise your hips, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Now if this gives you a Charlie horse or it hurts, come back to 2 feet on the mat. Otherwise we have 1 to go here. Inhale, raise the hips. Little moment, pause. And now lower down, exhale. Arms also come back down. Lovely. Foot off the floor, thread the needle. Hands through the gap and hug in. Ease that left buttock. Draw it in. Lovely. Now for the left knee, straighten the leg and bend the knee. Twice more. Simply straightening and bending that left leg. One more time. Nice. Left foot to the mat, right foot next to it. Lovely. And now we'll take the left ankle, lie it across the right thigh. Moving your right foot a little towards the midline, palms flat, right near your hips. So we've got the downward flow through the right foot and the both hands and long arms. Raise the hips, breathing in. And lower down. Breathing in, raise the hips. And lower down. One more time. Know that you can keep doing this or adding the arms overhead now. Inhale, hips up, arms overhead or pressing down. Exhale, return. 2 to go. On this last one, we pause at the top of the breath. The hips are up, maybe the arms as well. Lovely, and exhale, return. Threading through now. Left arms through the gap, right foot's off the mat. Thread the needle. Feel how your buttocks can relax now. Straighten and bend your right leg with breath. Nice. Right foot to the mat, left foot next to it. We're going to do bridge pose to stay now. So if you have a block at hand, grab it and place it between your knees. Parallel your feet, situate them so they are stable, good architecture. Heels under knees, palms near your feet. Inhale, raise your hips up. And now we're going to stay here. Activating the arms, whether we link hands under the body and tuck the upper arms under, or whether we hold the outer mat and activate the strong arms, pulling. So now in this bridge pose, we focus on breath. Smoothly in and smoothly out. We have 2 more breaths here. Placing now your palms flat, slightly under your body, tuck the tail and come down, landing on your wrists or hands. Take your feet off the mat and stretch your both legs straight into the air. We're still holding the block. Circle your legs together. We're still holding the blocks. Little circlings. Is the block steady? No, it's a bit wobbly. It feels like it might slip out. Keep it there. Just little circlings. And then we'll reverse that circling. The bigger your circle, the more core muscles that we are activating. Lovely. Nice, everybody. And so now with the legs at vertical and the palms still flat, fill up with the breath. Slowly lower your legs, still holding the blocks, towards the ground about a third of the way. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, we lower the legs again, maybe a little further. And bring them back up. And this last one, we go as low as we can go. And then bring the legs back up. Nice, everybody. Bend your knees. Let the foot come to the ground and grab your block into both hands. Placing your palms on the narrow part of the blocks. So when you hold the block into the air, and please don't let the block fall on your face. So we're holding the block into the air between the hands. Now inhale the block overhead, pressing with your hands into the block. So we're taking the block as far overhead as doable, and then bring it back up. Inhaling, raise the block overhead. A little pressure of your hands into the blocks and lowering it again is activating a lot of muscles in the arms, upper back. Good, we've one to go. Nice, and bring the block back. Lovely, and place it to the ground and hug both knees in. Nice, lovely, everyone. Let's come to hands and knees. And now we have a block ready at each side of the mat. Good, so from here we'll do a little cow-cat. Inhaling into the arching of your back, exhaling a rounding, tuck your tail, tuck your chin, spread across your back. And inhale, come forward with the heart. And exhale, round your back. Let's do a few more of these, just riding your breath. Initiating the breath and then the moving. Two to go. And our last one. Nice, good. Neutral back. Hold the block under each hand. And now with your knees a little closer together, take your right knee up behind and lift your heart. Exhale, knee to nose and round under. As we did. Rounding under, exhale, pull your core muscles in, and one to go. And this third one, let's bring the knee forward and then the foot forward of the blocks. Press down on your foot. Inhale, come upright with your arms overhead, stretching up And exhale, stay upright with your arms alongside your body and grounding fully, bringing your left arm next to your ear. Get long through the left side, and then on exhale, side bend towards the right. Lovely. Now strong in your core, that right arm, inhale, bring it up. And exhale, lower it down. So feel how that front leg has to really stabilize. Great. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, lower. And one more time. Good. This time we come to upright, both arms all the way aloft. And exhaling, hands come back to the blocks, where we get a little relief, and draw the hips back to straighten the front leg. And stay here to breathe. Right hamstring stretch, current of the stretch, very palpable. Lovely. Now your left hand stays on the block as you keep your right leg very straight. We're opening to the right with the arm and the chest. Doesn't have to be high. Can be level with your shoulder. Lovely. And turn your ribs a lot. That's it. Beautiful, everyone. Looking great. Lots to feel. One more lovely big breath in. Then on the exhale, bring your hand back and bring your right knee back. To now inhale your left knee up behind. Inhale, lift your heart and knee to nose. Exhale. And as we did, so spinal flexion. Lovely quad stretch on that inhale. This third one, we're stepping the left foot forward. Press the foot down to rise with both arms. Come to upright. And then arms alongside, steadying through that front foot. Right arm inhales next to the ear. Exhale, lean left, side bend. And the left arm pulses, coming up, breathe in. And lower down, breathing out. 2 to go. Nice. This third one, or this next one, we're coming upright with the arms and the shoulders. Exhale, bring the hands back to the blocks so we can draw the hips back, straighten the left leg. Draw the sit bone back, stay to breathe. As we flow, breath awareness, prana, body, mind beautifully linked together. And in the so doing, we are letting the mind really come into a calm place. And so the invitation is to take out any sense of struggle, do a little less, it's fine. Are you ready for the twist to the left? Left arm out to the left, turn your ribs. Try to keep your left leg very straight. Not about a high left arm, but just reaching, because it's mainly about our ribs turning. And exhale, return the hand and take your left knee back next to your right. Widening your knees apart, bring your big toes together, extended child's pose. So just slowly going back towards your seat to heels. Listen to your knees. And if all is well, just take 3 deep breaths right into the underarms. Nice, everyone, and we make our way forward. Blocks to the side now. As the palms are flat, little head of the shoulders, curl your toes as we take a downward facing dog. Knees walk in. That's it. Curl on up. And here we go. Tiptoe forward to find your optimal distance, hand to feet. The intention of distributing your weight between the hands and the feet, neither taking more. Now slowing down and just letting your breath flow consciously. So the breath is supporting the strength that's called for here. One more breath in. The knees return to the mat on the exhale. And from all fours, take your right leg parallel to the mat and your left arm forward. Staying with the extension or bending the right knee and catch your foot with your left hand. And climbing out of your right shoulder. Good, and if you've caught your foot, let it go. Straighten arm and leg again. Exhale, hand and knee to the mat. To come right away into second side, left leg parallel. Right arm forward, find your balance point here. Knowing that you can stay here or catch your foot by bending the knee and reaching your right hand back, kick up, come out of your left shoulder. And we reverse out, straight arm and leg, hand and knee down to the mat. Lovely, ease your wrists as needed. And now we return again to downward dog. Knees back a little bit, hands forward a little bit, and downward dog. And this time, inch back your feet to come into plank on inhale. Strong in your core. Exhale, back to downward dog. And again, plank and downward dog. This time, come to plank. Lower your right knee. Tip your left heel to the midline. Bring your left arm straight up to the zenith point. And then bring it close to your ear. And raise your left leg parallel to the mat. Balance here on this right hand and knee. Good, and some of you will bend the knee and catch the foot with the left hand. One more breath. Good, reverse out, straight arm, straight leg, lower the hand, and lower your left knee. Lovely, ease your right wrist. Carried us for a little while. Great, downward facing dog. Two breaths as we raise the hips. Lengthen and strengthen the arms, shoulders and core. To now, inhale to plank and back to dog. To plank and downward dog. Good, to come into plank and lower your left knee, tip your right foot, raise the right arm to the zenith point. Now arm next to your ear, raise your right leg. Balance here, doing good, lovely. Lovely. Oh, and are we going to bend the knee and catch the foot? See how it goes. Kick into it. Nice quad stretch and reverse out. And lowering the hand, the hip and the knee. Lovely. Release that left wrist. And let's lower down to the elbows, forearms, palms together in prayer pose. Easing the wrists, head relaxed. Now we'll curl the toes and take the knees up again. This time we're on the forearms. Tiptoe forward if your legs are easily straight. And move your chest towards your legs. These are little adjustments. Now walk your feet further back. Shimmy your feet back so your hips are starting to lower. Lift your head a little bit. Let the pelvis lower, and we're in forearm plank. Power up your legs. Stay to breathe. We're going to stay a few more breaths. Eventually we will come down with the pelvis. You might already be there. It's all right. Nice. On the exhalation, hips land, palms flat to parallel, and we're in our lovely Sphinx pose. Now we return to breath awareness. And so as we slow down the breath again, whatever exciting, activating, agitating a strong pose might bring about, we modulate it again with the slower, conscious breaths. Nice. Feel free to take a little break or curl your toes under, activate your core, and lift your pelvis up again back to forearm balance. And see if you can still modulate the long, slow breaths. The next exhalation, down we come again, this time to relax. Hands making a little pillow and softening the whole back. Ooh, let go to the ground. Nice, everyone. Hands next to your ribs, palms flat. Press to your knees and your seat towards your heels as we now return to downward dog. Lovely. So now this is a little challenge for the shoulders. And it goes like this. Leaning into your left hand, your right hand finds somewhere to hold on your left leg. So the downward dog has just got one strong arm and shoulder. We don't hold it too long. Bring your right hand back. And see if we can do it the other side. The left hand towards your right leg. On the exhale, return your hand to full downward dog. Now we're going to tiptoe forward, walk forward so we're in a standing forward bend. And fold your arms, hang out. Nice. So now we'll roll on up to stand. Feel free to use your hands to press into your thighs, to come up. If your back's a little iffy today, just press your way up. And we're up here in the standing position in prayer pose. All right, everyone. Pause here to breathe. Lovely. Now we'll flow. Inhale your arms widened up. Exhale, forward bend. Hands to your shins or knees. Inhale to a flat back. Bring your hands now to the ground and step your left foot back and bring the knee to the ground. Inhaling, reach your arms overhead. Exhaling, bring your hands to the ground and step forward. So this is all about mobility. Step forward, knees slightly bent, clasp your hands at your sacrum. On the inhale, it's a flat back. Exhale, fold in. And now the arms come overhead. Reach all the way up to prayer pose and to the heart. Pause for a breath. And we go again, arms widen up. Exhale is a forward bend. Inhale is a flat back. The exhale, hands to the mat, the right leg way back, knee drops down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the ground, step forward. Clasp hands at your sacrum, knees can be a little bit bent. Halfway up, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, fold forward, arms overhead. And now release the hands alongside, inhale, upright. Now the arms are extended up and hands return to prayer pose. Lovely, we'll have a little pause for a breath and we'll do it one more time each side. Are you ready? Here we go. Inhale, arms widen up. Forward bend. Halfway up. Hands to the mat as the left foot goes way back to lower the knee. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground and step forward. Clasp, halfway up, breath in. Fold, arms high, stretch your shoulders. Good, up we come. Release the hands. Bring the arms forward and overhead. Prayer pose, hands. And pause for a breath. Nice, and here we go again. Arms widened up. Forward bend. Halfway up. Hands to the ground to step the right leg back and the knee to the mat. Rise. And hands to the ground to step forward. Clasp hands at your back. Halfway up is the inhale. Fold deep, arms overhead. Exhale. Now all the way up. Arms wide overhead. And prayer pose. As we arrive in this moment, in this breath, with these sensations. Nice, everyone. Please step now to the middle of your mat. And the feet just a little wider than your hips, and they're parallel. Shoulders are back. Good, and so now I'm mirroring you. It's your right arm. Take it up. Get taller on exhale. Foot down, arm up. Stay with this length on inhale. And side bend. Exhaling. The bottom arm could pulse here. Lift it up. Lower it down. 2 more. The breath and then the moving. Now the next inhale, bring your hips under your shoulders, arm overhead, and lower your arms down. Pause here, feel this. We take the second side. It's your left arm. Take it up. Get longer as your foot presses down. Stay in this length, inhaling. Side bend. Exhale. The hips go out a little bit. Now we pulse with the right arm. Bring it up. Lower down. A hand up. To lower down. One more time. Lovely. All the way up. Pull the hips back. Come to vertical and lower your arms back down and pause here a moment. Good. Legs go wider apart. In fact, as wide as your leg is long. So we're trying to make an equilateral triangle, turning out to your right for Trikonasana, triangle pose. All right, root deeply through your feet, spread your arms. It's a lovely breath in. And now the hips go one way, upper body the other way, coming into triangle pose. So first we want to really establish this shape, the zenith arm, the steady feet. Lovely. And this may be where you want to stay. Some might pulse the right arm as we've been doing. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, lower down. 2 more times. And 1 to go. And this is the one. We come up, pull your hips back, bring your trunk up, and relax your arms down. And switch to second side. Remember to really root your feet, heel to arch alignment. Spreading arms, lifting heart for breath in. Hips and trunk coming down. It's not about how deep we go down. We just want a side stretch. Rooting deeply. Stabilizing. Stay here, or working the core and your back muscles with pulsing of the bottom arm. Inhale it up and exhale down. Now you're ready. We're coming upright. Inhale up. And relax the arms and come to parallel feet. We'll take a nice forward bend along the midline. Lift your heart and come forward, thighs and hips back, and then your hands can reach forward, hips back. 3 breaths along the length of your spine. Now the weight is in the legs. Nothing. No weight in the fingers, nothing on the wrists. Lovely. Walk your hands back. Bring them either to your thighs to brace your way up or to your hips. Ground the feet, shoulders are back. Inhale, upright. And walk the feet back together in the standing mountain pose. Feel your tallness, your stability. Nice. And we take a wide stance. Let's use blocks this time. Have a block at each end of your mat. And place the block just behind your heel. We'll adjust the blocks when we get there. So it's a wide stance. We'll go out to this direction. Good, arms are wide, and this time we're going to bend that right knee. Your right knee bends, hand straightens. Straightening, bend the knee, straighten, and bend the knee. Lovely. Now bring your forearm to your thigh. Open your left chest. Steady your feet. The top arm, your left arm, comes up and over to really open your side body. Breathe deep in this stretch. One more breath. Ground your feet on exhale, and the inhale brings us upright, all the way back. To relax the arms and turn the legs the other way. Great, same alignment. Exhale, the knee bends. Just getting that knee ready, priming it, straightening and bending. Lovely. Good, so we'll stay here now. Reach, bring your forearm to thigh. Up and over goes your right arm. And so it's deep side bend. We're not coming forward with the top arm or shoulder. Grounding and anchoring the outer edge of the foot. Beautiful slant of the body. Nice, strong grounding of your feet. Inhale upright. Relax the arms. And bring your feet to parallel. Bring them in a little closer. To a nice releasing forward bend. If you like, just clasp hands at your sacrum. Lift your heart. Exhale, come forward. Good. And so this is a shoulder stretch as well, as you let your arms stretch upwards. Flowing with breath. Lovely. Hands to hips or your thighs. Inhale, come upright. Good. All right, we go again. This time, as we turn the right leg out, bring your block to the inside of your right foot. And we're set up with the legs as we were. Grounding. Bend the right knee. Good. Reach again. Now either forearm to thigh or the hand all the way down to the block. You can make it a higher block, of course. See what's available. The up arm comes over. And so we've gone a little deeper. The intention is your right elbow presses your right knee out to the right. Don't let it fall inwards. And it's a side stretch. So your right ribs come forward and we're opening into your left ribs, maybe looking up. Very strong lines in the body. Lovely. Deeply ground your feet to come upright, all the way up. Relax the arms, parallel your feet. Good. Hands on hips, come up, come forward. Now grab the same block we were just holding and use it as a leveraging forward. Hips back. Symmetry here. And one more. Breathe right into your underarms. Lovely. The block, we draw it back. Straighten the arms. Strong core. Hands to hips and come upright. second side. Now we want to have that block to the inside of the ankle. If you like it high, just make it a high block. Here we go, bend the knee. Track that in direction, either forearm to thigh or a little deeper hand to block. Arm up and over. Bottom ribs roll forward. We keep pressing that bent knee outwards with the elbow. Nice. All right, listen carefully. We're going to ground through the feet. Inhale up, bringing the block along with you. Inhale, come up, bring your block. And exhale, block in both hands as we parallel the feet. Bring them in a little closer. Are you ready? Both arms up with the block. Strong in your core, reach forward and bring your block to the mat. And as we were before, block supporting your hands, hips back. Nice. Pull the block back. Can you reach both blocks and use your blocks to walk towards your right? Make your way to a high lunge on your mat. Got your blocks. And then we're going to step forward. Step forward. Hands now to shin bones, halfway up. Exhale, fold in. And come upright all the way. And prayer pose hands. Nice. Step your right foot back and square your hips and distribute your weight equally. Both arms wide and up. Exhale, forward bend, bringing your hands to your blocks. The blocks give a little bit of support here. You might have high or medium blocks. We're letting that left leg stretch out, drawing the left sit bone back, right hip forward. And it's a kind of a flat back here, so lift your heart. Lovely. We're adding a twist now. So the right hand is on the right block. Left hand to your low back. Open your chest to the left. Turn your ribs. Lovely. And then some of you might take that left arm forward and up to the zenith point so that the big heart space widens. Lovely. On exhale, left hand comes down to the left block. Square yourself here, trunk. Power up through your feet. We're going to inhale, come upright. Both arms come forward, come upright. And as we lower the arms, step forward. And pause. Nice. One to go. The left foot steps back. Steady through your feet. Raise both arms up. Exhale the long reach forward. Hands come to rest on the blocks. Keep your right sit bone drawn back. Long spine. A breath or two. And now we'll open to the right. The left hand stays. Bring your right hand to your back. Turn your chest. Keep the right sit bone drawing back. It's a big pose, this. Lovely, and then some of you will make the arm come to the zenith in a path that suits your shoulder. Wide open heart. And exhale, lower the hand back to the block. Squared shoulders. Strong, steady feet, lightening your load off your hands. Core engages as we inhale the arms forward and up. And step forward on exhale. Prayer pose hands. And pause, finding your stability, your energy flows. Great. Inhale, your arms widen up. It's a forward bend. Exhaling, hands come to the blocks. Creating now the high blocks, tall blocks. Walk your feet back a little bit so that you can have that feeling of a flat back. Feet close together. The left leg stretches back parallel to the mat. Can you rotate your right hip slightly back? Heart forward, not chin, just heart. And now maybe the right arm forward. And exhale, hand and foot, return. Feel the strength of both feet on the ground. Might walk it out a little bit. Second side, the right leg parallel to the mat. Level hips. The left thigh, left sit bone draws back. Maybe left arm forward. Good balance, lovely stretch. And exhale. Bring your hand and your foot back. Lovely, all right. So, still hanging out here. Hanging out on the blocks. The next one. It is the right leg goes back. This time, open your right hip so the leg's turned outwards. Strong on your left foot. Maybe the right arm comes up and we turn the trunk towards the right. Half moon pose. Yeah, it's a good big balance here, isn't it? Wibbly wobbly. And exhale, hand to block. Lower your hip and your right foot next to the left. And walk it out. Good, so balance, strength, and flexibility, all of that. Ready for the final here. The grand finale is the left leg back. Open the hip. Strong standing leg. Left hip is open, left arm comes overhead. Square your trunk towards the left. Stay as you hold the shape. Lovely, everyone. And as you are ready, lower your hip, and your hand, and your foot. And bend your knees and just shimmy your hips a little side to side. Lovely. Now, we've got these lovely blocks under our hands. Why don't we just walk the feet back and lower the knees to the mat? Help all the way down to lying on the back. So all the way down to lie on your back. We hug in. Nice little squeeze in. So nice strong leg poses. And so now we'll give the legs breaks. We're either legs up the wall or the block underneath your sacrum, where we can rest the hips, the sacrum, in this elevated place, arms close and the legs hanging in the air. So feel free to be at a wall and your legs in the air. Getting the load off and letting your back, your shoulders, back of the head be at rest. And rest in your breath. Deepening and slowing your breath, smoothening your breath, so that your exhalation is longer than your inhalation. And so we stay a minute or two here, letting it be restful. And we can amplify that quality of rest with the long, smooth breaths. Let's be here for 5 more slow exhalations. So as you find yourself exhaling again, bending one knee, let the foot land, the other foot's just going to follow down. Let your feet land, feel that landing. And we press the feet down to remove the block. And as you land your sacrum, release the muscles. Bring your right foot into your hand with your knee coming down to your right underarm. Pull with your right hand and push with your right foot, so we've got resistance. Send your left leg straight and a couple of inches off the mat, and your left arm overhead. 3 breaths. So there's some tension through the right arm and leg, resisting one another. There's extension along the left side. Lovely. Left foot lands, knees bent, left arm comes down, and the right foot next to your left foot, hands rest on your belly. breathe right into your belly. Second side, left foot into left hand, foot presses up, hand pulls down, right leg straight out just a few inches above the mat, and the right arm next to your ear. And breathe deep. Return the arm, bring the feet to the mat. Hands rest on your soft belly. And feel your breath. Nice. So now a little twist. Hips to the right, right leg over the left, arms wide, roll leftwards. Soften your limbs. Fill the body with your easy breathing. And bring the knees back up to take second side. A little shift to the left with the left leg over the right. And please roll your legs to the right and soften even more into your limbs. Fill it all with your easy breaths. Nice. Good. And so as we come out of this, we reach for props so that we can find symmetry along the midline, uncrossed legs, uncrossed arms, covered, supported, warm enough. To fall away and let go deeply, to relax. Settling into stillness. And dropping deep. feeling your breath still here. Connect with it, co-breathe with your body. And as awareness fills the body and you move a little bit, let a gratitude arise, filling your body and mind with gratitude. Rolling to your side. And as you are ready, come on up to sit. And a big sweep of the arms. So grateful to do this with you, dear yogis. Namaste.